Good morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Olga Villaverdi.
And I'm Amber Mills. Welcome to the Balancing Act.
Today we've got a very special show. You've actually brought Broadway to us.
Oh, yes, I have. We're going to sit down with that talented Trickster from the Illusionists. That's that smash Broadway production that's currently on tour.
Can't wait. Plus health updates. We're going to learn more about new ways to manage diabetes and COPD, which of course is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
We've got all that and more. The Balancing Act starts right now.
Broadway Balances America, brought to you by Broadway Across America, bringing the best of Broadway to a city near you.
Time now for another installment of Broadway Balances America, our series that takes you behind the scenes of some of the most beloved Broadway musicals as they travel across the country and right into your local theaters.
And today we're in the studio here joined by Jeff Hobson. He is the Trickster on the Broadway spectacular, The Illusionists. Welcome to the Balancing Act.
Thank you. What a treat. Thanks for inviting me.
So glad to have you. Now let's talk about the show a little bit. I mean, you guys have wowed people from all over the world with this.
We've been very blessed to be one of the biggest selling magic show in Broadway history.
Fabulous.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, I got to see the show on Broadway.
It was amazing. Every single minute, just jaw-dropping.
Jaw-dropping, unbelievable.
It was fantastic.
It was a wow factor.
So tell us a little bit about some of the other acts we're going to see.
We have a variety show of magic. We're known as the Avengers because we all have our different names in the show. We have me, I'm the Trickster. We also have the inventor, Kevin James, original magic. We have Andrew Basso, the escapologist, modern day Houdini, the manipulator, Yoo-Ho Jin from Korea, probably the best sleight of hand artist in the world. We also have Dan Sperry. He's the anti-conjurer. So that's something for the younger set and very original. So we have a lot of originality in our show, and it spans quite a lot of different types of magic. Grand magic, funny magic, which is me, escapology, and everything in between.
This is really for everybody.
It is. Anyone from 5 to 105 can see the show. It's really a good show for everyone. Really is.
And I got to ask you, you're doing 8 shows a week. So how
Sometimes
do we keep
up
this...
to 12 during Broadway times. 12 to 30. We've done 13 in 1 week.
Disgusting.
Yes.
So how are you keeping it sort of fresh and exciting for you?
Every time I walk out and see the audience, different faces in the front, and it's a whole new show for me because I know that their reactions are always going to be, I'm creating magic in their minds for the first time.
Jeff, I am obsessed with magic.
So am I.
Yes, so excited to see
You're
this.
lucky. I have a trick for you. Come on around over here. Do you like card tricks?
I love
I hate card tricks, but for you, I shall show you one. Take a look at this. It's a senior citizen quality pack of playing cards. Look at those suckers. Look at that. Go ahead. Would you please go ahead and just take one out? It doesn't matter which. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You want to look at it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. Give it over here to Amber. Amber, I want you to sign it with this pen, the one they were giving away at my bank. Oh, stop. Yeah. And go ahead and sign your name across that one. Yeah, that'd be great. Wonderful. Wunderbar. Great. Thank you so much. We'll keep that over here. Now, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, thank you, Vanna,
I know, I want to be
for showing the card. There it is. Your card inside the pack. There it is. Now, some people say if you're really good, why don't you let someone shuffle the pack? I say, mind your own business. But you're real good. Go ahead, shuffle the pack of cards quickly. Just give it a little. Let's see what you can do.
Okay, let me do my little shuffle. Wait, real quick. Let me do it my way.
Careful.
Can I do it my way?
Oh, you'd make those dealers in the casinos poop their pants. Good for you. Nicely done. Don't ever do that again.
I won't.
Watch. I will now perform sleight of tongue. I'll take the pack of cards, place it inside my mouth, locate your card with your signature with my tongue inside my mouth, fold it 3 times. Take a look. Huh?
Is this your card?
No.
No.
Is this your card? No. Is this your card? No. Not if I must be somewhere in the middle.
Oh! No!
Oh, boy.
You're kidding.
Hairball?
No, you do not. No. Now, if you expect me to grab that, you are absolutely insane.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
3 times. I'm not going to touch it. Could you take it out? No, that is so gross. You were about to do that. Don't ever do that. Look at this. Look. I don't believe it myself. Fold it once, twice, 3 times. Is that your signature?
yay!
That is the signature. That's amazing.
Oh, that was amazing. Now, so
that was
luckily,
great.
The Illusionist is about to go back on tour. If you are interested in seeing The Illusionist, you can check out Broadway Balances America, Broadway Across America, or you can always come to our website, thebalancingact.com, for all the show information, tour dates, and more.
Okay, we have a few more seconds. Can you show us one quick one?
Oh, this is just for the balancing act. Check it out. Ready? Hup. Yes. Thank you very much.
Technology is transforming the world of healthcare. We now wear wristbands to record the number of steps we take, our heart rates, and our sleep cycles, but so much more. Today, diabetes treatments have also changed considerably as patients become more tech savvy. New devices and technologies have emerged to help manage the disease. Here with the top trends is Elaine Kelly from ForaCare. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's talk, well, before we talk about the top trends, because I know you brought some tools here, let's talk about diabetes, national epidemic.
There are 30 million people, or 10% of the population, that have been diagnosed with diabetes, and another 86 million people that have pre-diabetes, which is elevated blood sugar levels, but not quite to the diabetes diagnosis.
And there's 2 types, right? Type 1 and type 2. Expand on that.
Okay, type 1 is usually diagnosed at a young age, and it's where the body just does not manufacture enough or any insulin. And type 2 is normally diagnosed at an older age, but not always. And there are risk factors associated with it. And that
Lack
is
of exercise.
lack of exercise, being overweight, having a family history of type 2 diabetes.
But they both really do affect lifestyles
Of course, because once you have a diagnosis of diabetes, you need to be able to change your lifestyle so that you can manage your disease. It's about diet, exercise, rest, and learning how to test your blood sugar and knowing what these numbers mean.
And let's talk about the testing and numbers, because we've got some great advancements that are making it a lot easier for everybody out there to manage their diabetes. So tell me what you have here.
Okay, so this is our blood glucose meter, and it measures your blood glucose.
Okay.
And it is a Bluetooth-enabled device, so that means that the data in this device automatically communicates to our smartphone app.
Okay, so show me how it works.
Okay, so you take the meter, you insert the strip, it automatically turns on. Okay, and then you're going to take your Lansing device.
Oh, it talks to
Okay.
you too. Thank you for using.
It does, it speaks
I
in
like
English
that.
and Spanish.
Please apply blood. It's telling you what to do. So you're going to prick your finger.
Okay, so I've got a little bit of blood here.
Perfect. And I know it's pretty important to place that blood right on that strip.
Okay, so now it's going to count down.
Oh, I love this. Look at this. How cool. So tell me what's happening here.
110 milligrams per deciliter.
Okay, so this is my after meal reading, which is going to be a little bit higher than a pre-meal reading. And so now what you'll do is you'll see that it's importing that information into the smartphone app.
And
There's
there it
my
is.
reading.
110.
It's in green, and that means I'm within range. It really tells more about the story of how well you're self-managing your diabetes.
It keeps the history of all the readings.
It keeps the history of all the readings in here. This is one of the charts that I use the most.
Does it
And
give you
that-
like an alarm, like be careful, something, maybe an alert?
Well, our telehealth system does. So
Good.
this device automatically communicates this data into our 24/7 Health View system. That system is a remote patient monitoring system that is used by a physician group or clinic so that they're monitoring patients in between visits. And so they have more of an idea of what's going on with the patient.
And what I love also is the fact that when the reading comes out, if a mom wants to know how their child is doing in school, Shazam, she gets the number.
Exactly, because it's broadcast into the smartphone app.
Now, what happens if you don't have a phone? Because I know some elderly people that don't.
There are a lot of people that don't have smartphones, and so we have, this is a gateway. This basically acts just like a communication device. It has a cellular signal, just like a cell phone. All you have to do is plug it into the wall.
Oh, fabulous.
And then the readings from the meter automatically broadcast into the telehealth system.
All right, and this is a blood pressure?
Yes, 2 out of 3 diabetics have high blood pressure.
So then they can just, well, help me here.
So
go around, okay.
Exactly. And then all you need to do is press the button.
And that's also going to be stored on the cell phone.
Yes. So this is stored in the app, and you can see as it's measuring in the app.
Now that is super cool. So whatever my reading is comes out on the cell phone.
Right.
And also can alert my physician or...
Exactly. And then you can also see trends in history as well of your blood pressure, because the app has charts that show what your readings have been.
So a quick reading of 117/82, which popped up right there on the cell phone.
Exactly. And then you can see charts and graphs as well. And you can put notes.
And kind of remind yourself of what you had. Pulse reading too.
Exactly.
This is great stuff. You know what I like the most? I mean, this blood pressure machine is fabulous, but I mean, I know way back when doing this was so difficult for children. Now it's really easy.
It is. It is quick, easy, and painless. And anyone that has kids and has stepped on a Lego knows that is way more painful than doing a blood glucose test using our Lansing device and our meter.
I like that analogy. Thank you. That was a good one. For our viewers out there, Elaine, who'd like more information on these products, where can they go?
You can go to ForaCare.com, our website.
And if you'd like more information on these products, once again, the website, ForaCare.com, and you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. An estimated 15 million people have been diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, but an estimated 24 million are affected by the disease. It's the third leading cause of death in the U.S. behind heart disease and cancer. Here today discussing COPD and its impact on patients and their quality of life is pulmonologist Dr. Brian Carlin. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Olga. Thanks a lot for having me here today.
Thanks for being here, because I think we have to create a little bit more awareness regarding COPD. So let's talk about symptoms and who it affects.
COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, as you referred to, is a disease that's it's a combination of diseases known as emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Patients who have COPD often don't know they have it because it hasn't been investigated, and they have symptoms such as shortness of breath, wheezing, cough, or mucus production. They often haven't talked to their primary care providers or their physicians.
Because they probably think it's no big deal.
They think it's related to their cigarette smoking, which in often cases it is, because most COPD is related to smoking cigarettes, but they haven't really investigated it. And unfortunately, the healthcare provider hasn't investigated it either.
And doctor, are there specific guidelines for medical diagnosis of COPD?
The way we diagnose COPD is with a term called spirometry, which is a breathing test. It's a simple breathing test. It's done oftentimes with a small handheld spirometer that you just have the patient take a deep breath in and blow into the machine as hard and as fast as they can.
I've seen my parents do this.
And
they've actually done this a couple times.
It's great, and it's very, very easy to do it. But unfortunately, of all the people that have COPD out there, there's 24 million people you talked about, only 12 million have ever had that test done.
And why is that? Why isn't everybody getting that test?
It should be. It should be. And
do you have to ask for it?
You should ask for it. You should ask for it. In fact, one of the things that a patient should ask for if they're concerned about it is ask their doctor, can I have a spirometry done? The reason it's not done
why isn't a doctor doing it?
Is most of us, when we went through our training 10, 15, 20 years ago, it really wasn't taught to us in medical school and residency. We knew that there were pulmonary function tests that were there to be done, but we really weren't trained on how to do spirometry. But it can be done very simply. Almost any physician, healthcare provider, nurse practitioner, PA can do this in their office
And I can only assume that it would be a dramatic difference in terms of people being saved because of it.
Absolutely, because what we can do then is we know that the person has COPD, or if they're short of breath that's due to some other reason, we can make the appropriate diagnosis, and then we can treat the person appropriately.
Let's talk about a very special patient. His name is Chuck Morrison. He has and has suffered with COPD for some time.
Yes, Chuck had COPD and had the typical sequelae of COPD. Chuck had to use oxygen, and unfortunately, Chuck passed away about 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And one of the things that Chuck had started actually before he passed away was a foundation or a campaign that can help detect people at earlier stages of their disease if they have COPD.
And I know he made a video because he wants to create that awareness, and I'd like to show that to my viewers. So let's do that.
Yes.
Let's take a look.
Before my dad was diagnosed with COPD, it really seemed to be just a slow progression of everyday activities becoming increasingly difficult, and it just seemed it was a little harder to catch his breath as time went by.
Go up 2 flights of stairs and I'd be tired. Then after a while, it was 1 flight of stairs.
By the time my dad was diagnosed with COPD officially, he had already lost about 50% of his lung function. And I think, like most people, it occurs so gradually that you're hardly aware of it. So by the time you get diagnosed, you can look back and say, wow, okay, I can see where this began. But you really didn't notice it as it was happening.
COPD lends itself to being a couch potato, because if you sit still and do nothing, you can breathe. As soon as you start doing something, it's hard.
And I know the family wanted us to show the video because although he has passed, and my condolences to the family, he is really leaving a huge legacy behind through a foundation.
His son and his family members have put together a foundation for early awareness, or an awareness campaign for patients who may have COPD.
And how are patients today managing their COPD?
Yeah, the best way of managing it, and there's great guidelines out there, there's great treatments out there that can help people, and there's really 2 forms of treatment. There's medical treatment, or medicines that are either inhaled or taken by mouth, and then there's also treatments that we often don't think of, such as pulmonary rehabilitation, which is very similar to cardiac rehabilitation, where people will go to a program that provides exercise and education, and can also counsel people on the difficulties they're having with their COPD.
So important to note that if someone is diagnosed with COPD, not only is early detection key, but there is hope out there today.
There is a tremendous amount of hope out there, and I can't name the thousands of people that have been helped by the medical and the rehabilitative therapies that we have available today.
Thank you so much for your time today and for all the information.
You're welcome, and it's been a pleasure to be here today.
I also want to thank Chuck's family for providing that video. Thank you so much for that awareness and for what he has left behind.
Yeah, Chuck and the legacy that he has left behind through his family and through the Right to Breathe campaign is going to help thousands and thousands of patients detect their disease earlier.
Great stuff. Thank you, sir. And if you'd like more information on this topic, go to copdtogether.com. That's copdtogether.com. Of course, you can also check out our website, thebalancingact.com.
Did you know? From our pros.
Your roommate's in a bad mood, you can't find your way around campus, you're sleep deprived, your term paper's due in 2 hours. College stress is real. So today, we're bringing in the pros. College comes with many new freedoms, but also many new challenges and stresses. That's why many schools have great counseling services.
The best thing that you can do is take care of yourself and get the sleep that you need. I also think that staying away from caffeine and energy drinks, because that just creates more nervousness. I recommend that you go outside and exercise, or just be outside in the sunshine. It's beautiful right now, and you'll feel much better if you go outside. Plan ahead. Follow your syllabus, put it on your calendar. Don't create stress because you ignore deadlines.
And what if you still feel a lot of stress? When should you see a student counselor?
Absolutely, you should go get counseling. There's multiple reasons why you should get counseling. First reason, for personal counseling. If you're getting stressed because of a test coming up, just make sure you go to the counselors here on campus. The second reason is because we're all trying to get jobs after we graduate here. So go to career counseling to make sure that everything is set up and everything is good to go. If you need to go do resume checkup or anything like that, just make sure you get that done.
Stress is a part of college, but help is always there if and when you need it.
Look for more Did You Know? From our pros. Brought to you by West Texas A&M University.
All right, well, we've got no stress here, but it is time to close the show.
Absolutely. Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter. We've got lots more there for you.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.